Hello, hello. Good time of day. Also, why is my mic picking up something? How's the sound? Because it looks like my mic's picking up something and I'm not sure why. Strange, the mixer's doing something interesting. Well, anyways, today's going to be kind of interesting because I'm playing with something that I knew existed, but I hadn't delved into it. And to start off with, let me hit the button. What do you think? So, in Live2d, or at least in VTuber Studio, you can, shall we say, track phonics. So you can be hooked on phonics. There are 5 specific ones that are tracked. A, E, I, O, U. Somehow they don't align with the actual sounds you need to say in order to track them, but you get the idea. This was the most slapdash version of the idea in order to get the point across. I'm going to actually be looking at malforms in order to do it properly. So, let me just pull up the chart and paste it into the ultimate tool, which is a sprite. All I know is that I'm unable to say what letter I need or bring it up of my own volition. But, yeah. So I'm just going to be making a test model today, getting the thing set up and playing with params until it looks correct. So probably reloading VTuber Studio at least 7 times. So these are the 5 parameters. There is also something else I probably will not play with, which is right above there. Why not include the entire thing? Boop. So this is the entire part of it. This is what VTuber Studio has as default input parameters. I had to link every single parameter to this thing, which was not why I was late. Why I was late was because my sinuses decided that they wished to be expressed. But anyways, this is what is used besides basic tracking mouth is open to create the various mouth forms. And that comes off your mic. And unironically, the mic is faster processing than the webcam. It is also, as you can see, if this was running off my webcam attempting to see this, we would not be getting this accuracy. Because one-dimensional frequency data is much easier to process and parse into the various parts than two-dimensional fuzzy webcam data. So with that said, let's get to starting to make a model. Now the basic, let's faff on a little bit. So it is basically just going to be a dummy head, jaw. We'll go with the scrib eyes for now. They are standard. And have this. Since I am not using shapeforms in order to manipulate how the pixels go, I am going to need to have effectively 2 things going on. The phonics, A, E, I, O, U, and voice volume, which is this one right here. So it's going to be a 2D plane where we have baseline, no volume. Then we have, let's say for like O, mid volume, and then high volume. And we're going to see how well this tracks. And we're going to do that. So effectively, I am going to need, instead of my standard 3-mouth sprite, I am going to have a base level of 3, or a base level of 1. I'm going to have 11. Not too bad, because I'm only doing the head and nothing else. I don't know how to do the params correctly, and I'm quite happy this one actually kind of works. I will show a little sausage here and actually pop this open and see if I can get it on screen. I'm a wireframe. So okay, let me move over. Whoops, that's not the right thing. Half of this is just to show off what the heck this is. Otherwise, it doesn't make any sense. Where are you? There you are. Let me expand to the side. Should be fine. I'm always cutting off the right side anyways. I don't know why I don't just show it all. Filters. That's the stuff. I'm going to turn that to 0. So, as you can see, this is VTuber Studio. It is the guts of most people, except for certain corporations which have their own. And I had to turn on use microphone, which creates this. And this is the frequency monitor for lip sync. And as you can see, oh, so that's where that comes up from. Interesting. And it looks like it might actually be set up on the Japanese phonics, which explains why I'm having such issues with it. But, so I could, no, I'm going to stick with hard coding it to each one because I'm doing something real dumb, very dumb, for how I get this to work, which you will see in a minute. By that I mean roughly an hour and 50 minutes, maybe. But anyways, yeah, this is just an interesting thing. And then I have to rig them in over here, and as you can see, the bouncing and all that. And I think that's enough sausage for now, though. VTuber Studio, where are you? There you are. Off to here. Okay. As I said, we are just starting with a simple face. Making the only thing I know to do within 5 minutes. VTuber setup of a scrib mouth. Actually, this is a little too big. This is me actually doing something. What am I thinking? 32 times 3. That's plus 3. That's not times 3. There we go. This is a little more realistic. Got that. Whoop. Whoop. Enemy cheek. There we go. And just to put some things in there to get it right. Left eye open. Left eye closed. Script 2 minutes before every stream. I kid, I do it 2 days in advance. The rigging is done one day in advance, though. But that was right. Okay. Just the simple, as I don't have any tween frames going on, I could get away with this all day long. Okay, there we go. Boop, boop, boop. All right, let's go with closed mouth. And then I look at the chart. The abomination of what is proper. So it looks like the O is on the far end of the scale. It is like the open mouth, but wide. The U... Is there actually any attribution to this? No, this is just pulled off Pinterest and it doesn't have it. But I was unable to see like a good explanation of it on any main site. So I am kind of living by what I'm able to Google. Actually, this one attributes itself. So I'm going to pull it in here. Thank you. No, you know. But basically, I'm doing a truncated version of this. And I don't know how well it matches up, but it's... As I said before, I was confused on the phonics that were being used. And they're Japanese-based, so of course. Okay. Let's start with the O, because it's going to be the easiest. Let's close that. Okay, new layer. Mid O. And we're going to have this be in the O group. So let's say flatten bottom like that, and then we duplicate it, large O, and give it a bit of chestnut like that. As I said, this is all experimental, so let's shave off. And I guess that's a let's hope. Okay. So that's done. Maybe I might get through this quicker than I expected. We're going from left to right. E, sure. The meme letter. And going off of this, it is just more extended. It's basically O, but shorter and more extended to left and right. So let's have it like that. Let's duplicate you. Big E, not to be confused with big O. Okay. E group. And then oo, which is basically a small O, but the edges are... But it's squished diagonally, if that makes sense. It also gets you to chestnut nut down here. Let's turn you off. There's our basis. Let's just say that's good for now. This is just experimentation. Let's just make sure. Yeah, okay. Let's hope that works. I really have no idea. This is something completely new to me. I don't animate lip flaps in a way that makes any logical sense. Mouth open, mouth closed. That's all I have on my repertoire. So U is finished. Okay. I is a closed mouth one, which I don't know. I guess I put teeth. I don't like it. Let's just go with that. And we'll duplicate that and I large. And just have it be like that. Now there is another thing I know about. This is just inbuilt VTuber Studio. There is also VBridger, which is more advanced tracking. Without, having more advanced tracking cameras and all that. And it injects more parameters into Live2d. I have not looked into it too much. I know it exists. I know there's a few VTubers that use it to great effect. I just have not touched it because, well, I tread water in making pixels. I must know where I live. Ah is the call of the shark. No. Ah is the more typical mouth frame you would think of. So, yeah, I basically get to figure out whatever I want to do with this one. It's just, it's my standard. What I use for everything. And then we duplicate that sucker, because I don't want to redraw it. And expand. So, and that took less time than I expected. We have not even hit the half-hour mark. And we're going into Live2d, so please brace with me as I do terrible things so that the pixels do not show. Okay, turn everything on so that... Okay. As I trust nothing, I know it's sitting on my protected C drive, does not show any details, but I trust nothing. Okay, models. Phonetic test, which will go next to phonetic script, which is right next to rhombus gura, which I think I forgot the teeth on. Bad. But anyways, phonetic test. So I make that. I export it to a PSD document. Bop, bop. Let's minimize this. And I'm back. Okay. This isn't much more work than I expected. I expected it to be a little more grueling, but we'll see how it goes, and if I'll try rerunning the same junk I did to this current model in order to see if I can get away with it again. It's truly, truly a thing. Anyways, let me open that up. Ah, I'm in the wrong program. That's folder. That's why. Phonetic test. Open that up in GIMP. Because. So I have a few ideas of how they can mix the two, because if you're running off a pure lip sync, I had my mouth completely open, which will not register as visual data does not go into that. But you could do silly things like frequency is also being influenced by mouth open, which is a simple workaround. I just don't have anything for a default on this one, so I didn't do that. Anyway, scale image times 16. 16 is good enough. We don't really care how bad it looks. Overwrite phonic test. Good, good. Okay, close it down. Open Live2d, which there is a new version out, and I have not updated yet because I don't know what it does. So, have not gone through that. Okay. Waiting for it to tell me more details about what I currently have on my own computer. And I guess it's also telling me release notes. Oh wait, that one's on top? Okay, you can close. I know 5.1 has added some stuff I'm actually interested in. Mostly a little bit of my own templates, because I do a lot of simple things over and over again. I know there's some controversy on that, but honestly, you go to a rigor for what they do, not that they do it again vaguely the same 100 times, but yeah. I don't think the auto stuff has been really interesting as far as I've seen. But anyways, auto means, you know, they pass it through a large language model and pretend it's doing something smart. Where it might be doing something smart. Or it might just be, you know, noise that looks correct. Oh, fun. Okay, so I can mute in here. But since VTuber Studio is connected to my mic, it caught me coughing. Interesting. In. The phonetics don't match up in my head. Because I. All right. Enough of that silliness. Well, come on. How about now? There we go. Drop you in. I give you... why are you closed? There we go. Everybody's on. I really should look into like caring about that, but I've never had a reason. Let me just do this real quick. Bop. Bop, bop. Bop. There we go. Now we don't have to have doubled up on the eyes. And now 3, 5, 6. Not like I can wink anyways. Actually, can I wink? With this eye. Actually, that's strange. It's completely blind to my left eye, but I'm... Right eye's iffy. I have a terrible setup. It is a somewhat cheap webcam that I had bought in from a big box mart. Also, I'm not centered. Not in the slightest. Like, I am here. Camera slightly here. And I can adjust it more, but my table moves throughout the week, so I do not get it to line up. Now then, let us get this to the proper eyes, even though it doesn't matter, but you should always do it. One day I will buy a cheap iPhone. Then I'll be able to do that. Actually, can you see? Oh, I'm covering this. Excuse me one second. I mean, nobody's here for the artwork right now. But I must have standards. Wah-wah. There we go. I mean, the real solution is actually, just make this smaller because this doesn't matter so much. But I like having my big, meaty param slots. Okay. So now we have that. Now we have to add all the params for the voice stuff. I think I'm going to keep it above mouth open. Voice A. Voice A. Voice E. Actually, what does it say? Yeah, yeah, let's go with I. I like to keep it in order, if only because I could kind of reference stuff. Ooh. Voice. Ooh. Voice. Ooh. Voice. It's E now? Yeah, it is E now. Thank you. No, you. Thank you once again. Non, you know. E. And then O. The simplest, sanest one next to A. And then let me check online because the other voice parameter was voice silent. Yep. Oh wait, wrong part. I pushed that. Voice silent. Voice silent. Now then, pretty much how this is all going to work. Let me regroup these as they were not properly grouped. O toggle. Okay. E toggle. A toggle. I toggle. U toggle. And this will be... No, we'll keep it like this. We'll call this mouth group. Voice volume, I think, was the other one I need to have in order to properly work on these. What was it? Yep, it's just voice volume. So we will add in there voice volume. So this is going to have a problem of I do not have a default open mouth. Or do I? I will duplicate the A toggle. I will copy it fully and I will paste it back in here. And this will be voiceless open mouth. And I will copy these and I will paste them. And this will just be mid. As I said before, A's are kind of that. So that will be mid. And that will be mid. It's very mid here. And this will be open. And this will be open. So now I have something that I can just track mouth open like so. And go and you will have toggle here and here, and you will be turned off here, and you will be turned off here. And then for fully open, I will go and put one here and here. You will be turned off here, and you will be turned off here. So it's a trick. You don't need to have everything set up originally, but it helps if you do. And that should still be 0. Can I do it just? Yes, I can. Okay, so this is going to become 656 because I'm feeling weird today. Oh, I didn't hit the button right. This annoys me. I think I have said it a billion times. There we go. If you don't click out of the currently edited thing, it doesn't count it as being edited. Okay, and this will be 356. Once again, I did not click out of it when I hit OK. I am chronically unable to do that, and I need to get better. Oh, that's okay. So I click out of it, I hit OK, and there we go. Let's just what the heck is on right now? Actually, I'm legit confused. Oh, okay, it's not actually toggling those. Okay. So it's not doing the sub things. We can fix this. 1 second. All we have to do is assume that these are 0. We'll just put them at 0 for now in order to work on them individually anyways. There you are. So now, of course, Alright. So I did not set this one. There we go. Haha. There we go. Now then, I will also duplicate this because I don't want to bother with making this a four-dimensional thing. This will be this one. You will have all that off, and you go in there, and you will be default mouth. And I will deal with you later. Now, these only turn on when we basically have 100% voice silence. Otherwise, it is going to be off. And we adjust this. Now, that is the first bit of our secrets. I will get into that later. Anyways, now we have A's, which we will go off of voice volume. And they will largely be 50-50 because that seems to work out for me. Actually, let me get bang for my buck. I will get all the bang for my buck. Are you in the wrong layer? Yes, you are. Get in here. How about you go right there? Okay, there we go. If I were doing this proper, I'd be making a toggle on each one of these. But when have I ever done anything proper? Thing work or no work. There is no difference between proper and not. Except maintainability, but we don't talk about that here. So anyways, voice volume. Let's have it go at 60 because like around here it's going to be a dead zone. Okay, so we have those set. All the large side will be set up to... One of these is not like the others. 0. 0. 0. 0. And then we collapse those to be as close as possible. Like stuff packed in a neutron star. Okay. So that is set up. Now we can begin the arduous journey of secrets. Okay, voice A. So how I have it set up is 20. This model currently does everything based on 20. Is it good? I don't know. Does it work? Seemingly it does against all realistic reasons. Actually, let's do this all at once. Because they're all going to be 20s. And then I will do something extraordinarily stupid. Because I don't know if voice frequency can collide with each other. And that scares me. I don't like being scared. One second. Oh, and I didn't collapse it right. Okay. Collapse. 2.01. Click something else. Hit OK. U. 2.01. Nope. Adjust, not change. 2.01. Bop. Okay, so now I have all these. So, what I do now is that I start to stack them. And then I add another no A toggle. And this one will now trigger and turn on when A is not active. I might be better off just using the frequency thing, as it's very silly when I have multiple things set up for this. And then I just put it to here. You're on the right one. You know, actually, instead of doing the Tower to Heaven, let's see how it looks without that. Because I'm assuming everything's bad and terrible, and that I can have multiple frequencies on at once. Actually, can I have multiple frequencies on it? Oh, no. You can't see this? Oh, okay, I just clicked that. I didn't click the right thing. VTuber Studio. So I am going to bring this up again. This is mostly me just looking at it. And it does seem that if I go with like 20%, nothing really gets up there. But I'm not sure. So that is a thing. Let's just see. Let's just not do the hard work until we need to do the hard work. Okay, well, we'll change this to voice oo. We will change this to voice E. E. And we will change this to voice O. Okay. We have all this set up. Now then, as I said before, I wanted a default thing. I don't think we need that. I will trust the system to my detriment. Just keep that there. Inside physics, can you see physics? You can't see physics. Physics window. No, you can see physics. Okay. We are going to add open mouth to volume. And the input is going to be not that. We aren't going to set any of that up. And this is going to be a rotational mouth open with a sure, let's go with that. I don't know how good it's going to be. -20 to 30. And this is going to feed into voice volume. So that we can force... Maybe I'm overthinking this. Actually, yeah, let's just remove this for now. Let me just let it move a little bit. Okay. I'm going to make the atlas. The atlas must be huge because it is huge. Okay, it's not that big. This I'm going to hide because I trust nothing about Live2d, not just going to my documents. Which I don't think is a matters on this computer, because I'm basically a throwaway account. Okay. Phonic test. Make a new folder. Call it phonic test. This will contain all the model data. Bop. Okay, now we have that made. We will export it for a runtime. Bop. Yep, bop. Now that I have that, I will drop that in the Live2d, or into the VTuber Studio folder, which I will have to close down VTuber Studio. I will be right back in that. Bop. Turn up. I just don't know how spazzy, how it's going to freak out and what weird stuff it might do. I don't think it opens anything specifically, but I don't know if it's going to do weird stuff like try to take over entire screen and do what other things. Once I'm in, I won't care. Once I'm in and I fire up the camera, I won't care. So new VTuber Studio has some various odd features going on with it. Oh, once you turn the mic on, the mic's on. Okay. Yeah, pretty much. Okay, so I have this open. I am pulling up. Did I not move it? 1 second. Or am I just typoing? Which is entirely possible. Oh, I moved the wrong one. Okay, 1 second. We are doing this dance again. You see when you save out the model, the texture data and all that, it puts you in different folders. Okay, that should be good. It's not going to see it until I restart though, which is troublesome. As a fun fact, I never test any of my models. This is actually my most tested model right now that I'm using. If only because I had to see if the phonetics actually worked. And by tested, I mean I got on this 40 minutes before stream to check it. Okay. I am going to copy from my current model to set up a bunch of things. I think the eyes are screwed up. Camera turn on. What did I do to that eye? Do I have the eyes backwards or something? Oh, it's on eye smile. Okay. I put it on the wrong parameter. That doesn't matter. This is going to be a very winky boy. So, let me enlarge you. Let me go to this one at least. So the right eye is on the round param. It's on smile. I can wink now. Okay. Let me bring you up front and center. Let me close you down. Okay. Holding the smile is going to be annoying. Okay, so there are a few things missing now. Since I imported this, I had to set up all the param voice stuff, so I'm going to have to set up the volume voice. Oh, is E not set up? Weird. Voice E. Okay. I do think I'm seeing some issue right now, but I won't know for a minute. So I want to have voice silent. Voice. Yeah, there you go. You can see that there is some fighting going on. Okay, so this is basically a wash. So I will have to do the Tower of Power in order to properly do this. So let's just switch on over to the working brand. Okay. Let's fix our problems. Room. Okay, back in here. First off, right eye open. Second off, begin the climb of power. So, I have this turned off. I will add voice on. And this will be an invert of this. Oh wait, no, but wrong one. Ah. So this is going to have the 80, that looks about right. Instead, when that's all the way up, it is going to turn off. Oh, it's at the 90. Okay. I can fix this. 901. So when there is any voice, this side will be on, and it will start with the A. And this will be A off. So A wins, because I like A. Where's I? Idoko. Okay, you keep cheating. Okay, turn this, and this will be A off. And it does what it says on the tin. Do I have these backwards? I have these backwards, don't I? Yeah, no, A should be shown. Yeah, I have these backwards. Why do I do this to myself? It's pretty consistent that I think this backwards. So in the 20% of dead A, it'll be on, but otherwise it will be off. This isn't the best thing, and I think frequency solves this, but when I played with frequency before, I didn't have a lot of things. So I like O next as a shape. So I'm going to make O off. What are you saying? No, I'm just thinking of left is on, right is off. But left is 0, right is 100. And that's just what I do. It doesn't really help anything for the most part. So this is where you're on, this is where you're off. As I said before, I think frequency does this, but I'd be making a bunch of these anyways. So I get to have like the most fine control possible when I do it this way. I don't think it's better though. Do I like I or E? I'll just go with I. First off, reverse I. 0. 0. 100. 100. Slide this around. First I have to make sure A is off. Slide. First I have to make sure that O is off. Yeah, you're 100% right now. You're 100% right now. Why am I not seeing anything? Listen. Oh, voice is on, isn't it? Room. There we go. So I is on. Turn I off. What are you? Oh, because I'm not... Okay. Also, 1 second. Fun. Okay. Okay, so... Let's just turn all of these off because... Yeah, that's right. Okay, yeah. You should be off. You should be off. You should be on. And you should be on. Okay, so we have that off. We are currently looking at I. Okay. I think that is good. A works. O works. We were just seeing O all the time, so okay. So now on to the rest of them. First, I will toggle these because I have made mistakes. I must hide my sins. Boop. 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 And there we go. Okay, so now we have I off. I off. And that will only trigger when I is less than 20. So turn you to 0. Turn you to 0. Okay, and the last one is U off. U off. I should probably, actually check to see that the volume works for this. There we go. Okay. So turn that off. We're on... Oh, okay. That should turn on. Well, that'll be a real test to see if that turns on. Because the default one is like it turns this on. Anyways, U off. I don't have U off set up. Okay. U off. I literally need to make a checklist for this. Okay. Though, as I said before, I don't think the Tower of Power is the best setup for this. It is just my first blush, and it actually works, which is surprising. Okay, so like in physics settings, if I just let this pose, we should get various things because no two mouth forms can be on at the same time. And that seems to be true, so I will export this. I will restart the Chuba Studio. And we will see, you know what, let's just... I have to put my basics into this. Head lean. Oh, I made a mistake. This needs to be put down here first. So something I found out with doing like head leans is that you want to wiggle over a little bit first. Oh wait, eyes are not in there? Let's give you a group. Okay, now you get put in here. I feel like I messed something up, but I don't know what. So first, you want to wiggle it a little bit over, and then do the minus like 20 or whatever. And it just gives a better turn to it. Because most things on a body cannot do proper turns. They have other things that go with them, or before them. It's very dull-like when you have everything just like turn on a button. Okay, that's set up. Restarting the Chuba Studio. Well, first, actually, let's get ready for the Chuba Studio. Okay. Going dark. That said, I am really curious what the baseline for the 2D for HoloLive is. I am almost certain unless they have really good mouth tracking, I am almost certain they're using something similar. I don't know how recent it was. I'd have to look through backlogs of history, but it would not surprise me. Okay, copy. Pasta. Ba, 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 ba. Yep, okay. I never got that to work in the first place, so anyway, phonic test. Okay, I do need to delete it completely because it is not working properly. I'll need to reset up everything. Bop, bop. Once again, onto the breach. I think I've loaded this up like 70 times today. phonic test. Okay, it's loading in. A copy from other model, phonic script. And I think something is... No, did I not export this properly? Save. Export for runtime. Did I just forget to hit yes on this? I think I forgot to hit yes. My bad. I am sorry for wasting your times. Updating. Turning VTuber Studio on for the 70th time today. Yep, okay. Copy from other model. Phonic. Copy basic sets. Copy parameter setup. I must have made voice E be wrong. Anyways, let's come back. Let's close this down. So right now, this is completely running off of mic, and I don't have any other information in, and it doesn't even have all the information. So let's go fix that. So in the parameters, I must have messed up something on E. So we will find voice. Oh, I didn't name it param voice E. That is why. That is my bad. So now we'd get voice E and put it on there. However, we also need the silent. As you can see, the mouth disappears. So we have voice silent. Look, it fixed. Now it's disappearing in between there, and I don't like it, but we'll live with it and possibly do other things later. I might need to just like literally increment and have the silent, or have it be on the other side. Anyways, so we want the frequency as well, or voice volume. Voice volume. And now, as you can see, that this is vastly improved from before because it has the 2 frames in it. It's still a bit, yeah, for the rest. Maybe I could do something with the voice volume and instead of having voice silence be it. But now that we have that, I can, you know, press the camera button. And there we go. So now this is fully running in VTuber Studio. And I need to... Yeah, that little bit between there is really messing with me. And is there anything else? There seems to be like, if I just keep talking and doing lots of different words, there is a space in there that has some sort of... yeah, it has something, and I'm not sure why. The only other weird thing is that, like, goes off and tries to read something. Much better than expected, though. I mean, it does have the effect of, looks like it's talking of some sort. I still think my mouth forms are kind of screwed up on that, but the Tower of Power proves that only one mouth form at a time. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. Let me just take a look and see what that silent thing is reading. So we have volume. It isn't, it is something to do with volume. I think volume just, or silence is really quick to give up the ghost. And nothing else picks it up. Is it proportional to volume? Volume does a lot more. As you can see, silence, it should just be the inverse, and I can't tell. Maybe it should just be at 50%. Yeah, it looks like it should probably just be at 50%. Let's try fixing this. Hello. Okay, we'll use this for the second. Okay, let's be professional. So, okay, we go back into here. We go to the mouth group. We find a voiceless open mouth, which has a voice silent, and we are going to clip it at 50. No, I can just adjust everything. Okay, so instead of being 90, it is now 50 and 50. And voice on is now at 50 and 501. Okay, let's save that. I wish you could do something else on that. Anyways, export for runtime. Boop. Boop. Let me turn this on and do the dance. Okay, saved this out, copy this, overwrite this. It will keep all the params that we had set up and injected into here, but otherwise this should update it. Because the params are a different JSON file compared to the input params and what VTuber Studio sets up to say like, hey, this is what your individual setting is. Did it lose E again? No, it still has it. Okay. So if I turn the camera on, okay. All right. Let's turn this off. I don't know how the professional people grab the correct one. Yeah, there is a moment where it still transitions. I have a fade. I hate fades. I messed something up. Okay, 1 second. This is pixels. We don't have fades in pixels. Oh, I see what happened. I once again did not hit the button, so I have this on full. Okay, save. Export for runtime. Bop. Bop. Overwrite. Yes, overwrite and get like a new folder to pop up because Cubism is like that. Okay, once again, onto the breach. Copy. Paste. Open again. Made with Unity. Okay. Camera, turn on. By turn on, I mean like just capture it, not actually send to screen. Okay, so once again, close you down. Move you up. It has a little bit. Oh, wait, mouth isn't part of body. Oh no, mouth isn't part of body. I forgot. I didn't link it correctly. Anyways, so if I wanted to do this right, I'd have a default sitting on top of a closed mouth that is not connected to anything. So when everything like fails, it just has the default mouth on. This bothers me. Okay, this I'm putting more work into this than I need. So what happened here is that I did not actually put mouth rotate on there. Okay, so the final thing to do on here is to take this and move it all the way to the bottom. All the offs. And there will be one in here that is, it's going to be on E. I'm not even going to bother putting it into a thing. But it will be visible at 2% of E as a failsafe for if we get all the way in there, voice isn't picking up, it will still show something. Because this is my default case in a programming sense. So let's save that. Let us export it. Export, save. Open up the window again because it likes opening up the window. Okay. Once again into the breach, my friends. Once again. Opening up the Chuba Studio. I forget what this mascot is called, but I know she has a model in here. Okay. Turn camera on. Camera turn on. Okay, scuff go away. That go down. Ah. The lazy brown fox jumps over, the quick red fox jumps over the lazy brown dog. That seems to work. I'm not seeing any basic, I think some forms are more extreme than others, and they move up and down a little bit. Like the O and E, or the O and oo form are a little off center. Ooh, I think is the main one. So I may want to move that up a bit, but otherwise, yeah, and also the peak on O is a little high. I want to round out that top. And that's about the only thing that seems to be really off. I don't know if this is good lip sync or not. I only see it when people use it. And when they use it, it's in a mouth form, so they are always merging into each other, so it gives the better illusion of it actually talking. But this is just pixels. This is individual frames of pixel data doing that. So very interesting little experiment, and it takes roughly an hour to rig together. I mean, professional work, I may consider actually doing this on commissions, which once again I need to re-say that I do commissions, but yeah, this is an addition to the repertoire. but I don't know if it's that good. It's useful. It adds variety. Maybe I'm using too many mouth forms, but it is something more than nothing. Huh. I just have to center them more. I'm moving too far out of what a mouth would be. Technically, I could put teeth in here too. There's some odd fading there. Yeah, that one is really off. So, yeah, this is a thing. Yeah, I'm really bouncing off. I think I'm going to actually do one more little fix on this because that is bothering me. Oh, that's the wrong window. And I can cheat to win on this. So, O on. Silence is there. So if I move this entire O section. Crap. These are all... cheat O. So, 1, 2, 3, 4... Oh, wait, no, that's not on everything. Why? Okay. And then I could undo that. I could drop this on O. And go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, and that should be aligned pixeled with that. Let's let this thrash a little bit. Let's see if that looks any better. Am I covering this up? Is it seeable? Yes, it is visible. Okay, it's hard to tell in there. Okay, voice. I think that one's fine. The ooh is fine. The phono ooh is fine. Okay, let's do the dance once more and see how this looks over here. And then maybe I will call it a day because laundry calls. The sweeping calls. The other slices of pizza call. That is not what I wanted. Okay, let's see if this works. Yep, I have bad voice E param. It is my fault for not naming it correctly. Alright then, let's minimize you. Let's bring you up. Okay, I think that is a lot better now. Maybe the O peak is a little big. Maybe I could change the volume so that there's a little that it's only at the top third. Because I think I'm not getting a lot of the mids. but the mids are there for purely from transition from the closed mouth to this. Maybe I could add an intermediate closed mouth to some of these, where it's like going from this to oh, oh, and it would look better. But yeah, this is very Sprite, and this is a lot better than I would think it would be. I still think the Tower of Power is dumb for what I'm doing, but I think the the voice frequency is the other option, and the one that is used more professionally, because once again, mouth frames, you just tween between the mouth frames. And I made the mistake of doing pixels. So yeah. Happy how this turned out. Don't know if I'll do a lot of it in the future, though. For my models, at least. For the one I make in like 20 minutes. Seems kind of a wasted effort. Maybe if I have a long stream or something. 7-day roguelike challenge. Once again, coming in March. E, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, Z. Okay, I'm happy that there is no break frames in there, so the system works. Is the system good? I do not know. But it is what it is. Either way, thank you for joining. This has been a strange and terrible idea, but it is what it is. I wish for you to have a good day, and I will see you next time.